Today on this 2004 BMW 3 Series, we're going to install part number C11174 from CURT. This is what the hitch looks like when it's on the vehicle. Next we'll go ahead and give you some measurements that'll help you out in selecting some accessories, such as a ball mount, a bicycle rack, or a cargo carrier. From the top of the receiver opening down to the ground is going to be 10.5 inches. And from the center of a hitch pin hole to the outside edge of a bumper is going to be 6.5 inches. All right, now go ahead and show you how the hitch gets installed on the vehicle. First thing we need to do is go ahead and get in the trunk and remove the interior floor panels. We'll also have to remove the spare tire. Now we're going to lay out our reinforcement brackets. See how one side is longer than the other. The long edge goes vertical, so it meets up close to this edge right here of the trunk pan. As you can see, it sits in the corrugation, so it's going to be about one here and one here. And then you want to check the centers from the center of the hole here and here, and it should be 9 3/4 inches. And it might be a good idea to use some electrical tape to hold them down in place. Once you have them the way you want them, then you can mark and drill your holes. We'll go ahead and start drilling out a couple pilot holes. Now we can remove the brackets and drill out our holes to 7/16. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall the brackets. We'll also apply some sealant. Now we can install the flange nuts on the bolts that are going straight out the back of the vehicle, which are covered behind the bumper cover. And we're just going to get them started until they touch the sheet metal, and that'll be enough for now. And to the lower bolts that are going through the trunk pan, we'll install our hitch. Now we'll snug these bolts up to help hold the hitch up against the bottom of the trunk pan so we can drill out the other holes. And you also want to leave them just a little bit loose so you can move it left or right to make sure it points out straight out the back of the vehicle. Once we got our hitch in position, we also used a block of wood to help hold it up against the vehicle to keep it from moving around. Now I can drill out our holes. We'll go ahead and apply some more sealant to the holes. Put our spacers into place, drop in our hardware. Okay, then we'll go ahead and push the hitch back up into the bolts. It's kind of hard to get to the bolts on the side here, so we're just using a block of wood to kind of help hold it out of the way. Once you have all the hardware started, go ahead and snug them down. And after we snug all the bolts down, we'll go ahead and torque them down as specified in the instructions. All right, with all the bolts torqued down and the interior replaced, that'll finish it for our install part number C11174 from CURT.